I've never been more
Why can't any of you subs
jealous of someone than I am of Issei.
Orders? Because Issei is ours.
Oh boy. But okay, guys, I just recently realized that apparently Septum Ring Theory is the thing. And I know this is apparently a controversial issue right now, but stuff like this just humors me. Apparently, the theory basically says that anybody wearing or having one of these septum rings fits into a certain specific category, and it's not particularly flattering. That they should basically just be kind of ignored as not being the best and brightest. That's the theory anyway. It's not me saying that. So I wanted to watch this video explaining more about it and then get you guys' opinions. Now, as far as septum rings, I don't care about them either way. It's kind of a odd look, but not the oddest thing ever.
Always has to be some dude in my comments going, Septum Ring Theory.
What's the one thing that every person with a septum
Always has to be some dude in my comments going, Septum Ring Theory.
What's the one thing that every person with a septum piercing has in common?
And it's from a middle-aged man who would probably pay money for my attention. Oh, no, honey, no, I don't think. Really? Somebody's going to pay money for her attention? I got way better things to spend my money on. And it has nothing to do with the septum ring. It has to do with that you're not that attractive and you look like you don't smell particularly
good. Septum theory is going viral on social media as a way of describing the characteristics that those with septum rings allegedly share.
I look better with a septum than without one. I got a big schnoz. Look at this. I take it out.
Now,
you see, I don't care about that look, dude or chick. I don't care about the septum ring as a look, but if you had a big schnoz, aren't you attracting more attention to that by, blinging it out with that giant septum ring? I don't know. Just, I'm just saying. This little, okay.
Term is being used to unfairly dismiss the opinions of anyone who dares to post online with a septum ring, and pierced TikTokers are speaking out against it.
Let's get the obvious thing.
Pierce TikTokers. Well, you had me at TikTokers. Now I'm starting to get it. If the group of people that have septum rings are also regular TikTokers, yeah, you can dismiss what they have to say.
Thing out of the way. I don't care who you are. If you put any time or energy into judging other people's body modifications and art, let alone taking the time out of your day to tell them you don't like what they've done with their own body, you're probably not a very pleasant person.
So what?
When the fuck did I ever claim to be a pleasant person? And I don't even care what you do to your body. They do make a point, though, now that I think about it. It does. I mean, there's never anything that's a total blanket statement, but when you think about it, a lot of those septum rings are attached to screeching lunatics.
Is the septum
I don't think this
it was first popularized by writer and men's rights activist Terrain Walker.
Men's rights activist? All right.
It's usually being said by somebody with a septum ring. You think I'm exaggerating? Take a look.
Naked education.
Septum ring.
Naked education rolled out in school. My septum ring theory is undefeated. You are ugly and you stink, Terrain. Hope the podcast mic gets wet. Oh, good comeback.
Septum ring.
Yeah.
Black men are
septum ring.
Terrain posted a video in which he explains the theory about people with septum piercings, claiming that they're usually radical feminists who, in his opinion, share outlandish, misandrist, and anti-male talking.
I think I get that. Radical. In other words, again, I think there are a lot of radical feminists who do have septum rings from
the
what I see
that
online
you can
anyway.
Tell a man-hating feminist
why can't I get a boyfriend?
Spread throughout the 2020s, appeing in
septum piercing an attractive female.
X and more, becoming a way to dismiss someone's opinions.
If you tell her about doctor's appointment for Adderall, tell her symptoms and not mention. Go back to her natural hair color. Take out the septum piercing. Why would I do? trying to explain to my girl looking like a retarded SJW in real life as
based on their
consequences.
appearance. The theory
Yikes.
started gaining significant traction in March 2025 when YouTuber The Dadvocate posted a video
Oh, The Dadvocate.
critiquing TikToker human embodiment of a Twigs videos.
I keep running into the same issues every single time I date a man, and I've been trying to like really get to the root of what it is. And now I know what you're thinking.
In her videos, she talks about her dating troubles. She claims
Wait a second. Here's something I'm just going to throw out there, though. If you're having a similar experience over and over and over in the same situations, is it them or is it you? At what point
men
do you look
keep
at yourself and go,
expressing
oh,
that
why
they
am
fall
I
in
causing
love with
this?
her,
And
then
I don't
don't.
think it's a septum ring.
Commenters under the video repeatedly claimed that the septum theory was behind her dating issues, implying that the ring had something to do with men always dumping her, and implying that a negative attitude towards men might drive them away. In an effort to investigate the claim, the
Okay.
advocate pulls up some studies linking self-esteem issues, social aggression, extroversion, and perceptions of promiscuity to people with tattoos and piercings, implying that people with septum piercings might attract people looking for one-night stands more than serious partners, and that people
I don't know. Are septum ring chicks slutty? These are my wife doesn't let me date anyway, but you know, these are things that it's always good to know. And with tattoo, isn't that a stretch? Don't a majority of people have tattoos now?
with the piercings might be
Lot
more
to think about here.
impulsive and outspoken. She also pulls up a study linking people with high numbers of body modifications to borderline personality disorder.
Oh.
Ultimately, the Dadvocate concludes that there might be some truth to the septum theory, but also admits that it's largely used as an insult online to shut people with septum piercings up, reminding viewers that it's too broad to assume everyone with a
So,
septum ring hates men.
basically, if-
Understandably, the septum
Yeah, the
theory
septum
has
ring-
caused a lot of debates online. Some people
Okay, it's gonna be. Now it becomes a thing where you just got to do it. When when you see somebody saying anything online and they have a septum ring, you have to say, "Shut up, septum ring," just because you know it's going to tweak them.
argue that the theory
gonna make
is
them freak.
unfairly applied to women more than it is to men. Others have added to the definition in some effort to broaden it, with a lot of TikTokers believing that the theory is about how people with septum rings make their trauma their entire personality, divorcing it from feminism entirely.
Well,
now people
there are a
with
lot of people online, certainly, that make their trauma their entire personality. A lot of them. We'd have to do a study to see how that Venn diagram shifts, encompasses those with septum rings as well.
septum piercings are banding together to denounce or embrace the idea of the theory and tell those who believe in it to touch grass, proudly showing off their nose rings for the world to see.
Always has to be some dude in my comments going, septum ring theory.
What's
I don't think she did herself any. The chick at the very beginning there, I don't think she did herself any favors right there. I don't know. What do you guys think? I just heard about this. I thought it was funny. Now, again, as far as septum rings, I don't think they're particularly attractive. I don't think they're necessarily particularly unattractive. Is it do you guys find any validity in that? That generally speaking, you fit into a certain category if you pop the ring through your nose? Or is it just something fun to screw with people? Because obviously, according to the septum ring TikTokers, this is very offensive. They're taking great offense to being stereotyped this way, which, of course, would make it fun to stereotype them that way. I don't know. What do you guys think?
You're just in time to see the...
Okay. That crossed the line.
Viltrumite DNA is so pure, you're nearly full-blooded. You'll live for thousands of years.
Whoa.
Do you understand what that
You're going to go
means?
through a lot of girlfriends.
Everyone you know and love will be gone before you even look 30.